what do I have to lose? She said she wasn't even believing in that moment that it was possible, but she just fought point for point. Wu Chunlei, our assistant umpire from China for the match. So while I could rattle off fun facts about Lily Zhang, five-time U.S. national champion, two-time NCTTA collegiate national champion, and two-time Olympian in teams and singles, Sofia Polcanova, very impressive and will not be easy to get through. As you can see, she's got incredible wingspan. For me, it'll be a question of if she creates a game that doesn't allow Lily to open with the backhand so much. Lily's quite fast. But again, Sofia Polcanova has a lot of experience playing many of the top players from Asia. And Lily's game, again, she's training in Germany right now in Dusseldorf and playing for a team in Germany. So her game is getting faster, as is her physical fitness. I think she's on painkillers right now. That's what I had asked her, because I said, "You're moving better than I've ever seen." She said, "Thanks. Good thing I can't feel my foot." So we shall see. Sofia Polcanova, definitely a lot of credits to her name as well. She'll start with the serve. Best of 7, love all. A tight serve with side under on the pendulum to start. Polcanova takes the first point. So Lily Zhang still feeling out the receive game here. Polcanova taking both of her first serves. First 2 serves. Again, these lunging leaps from Lily to cover the wide corners. Alliteration over here. Feeling pretty good about that. First point on the scoreboard, Lily Zhang takes her serve for the point. Nice surprise placement with the backhand as well. When I talked to Lily about the lobbing points she had more than one. She said, "Yeah, I never normally lob and win the point. Almost never." She said that was my first time. A good cover in the middle with the forehand as well. Jeffrey Deng in the corner from Maryland. Originally Sichuan, I believe, but lived in the U.S. for a long time and is now back and forth between the two. And a nice reverse pendulum serve here with underspin. It's funny, both of these players, while they're fighters on the table, as kind, as friendly as can be. Actually fun sitting next to both of them on the bus. In good spirits today. Lily was still in shock. Good 2 hours after the match, said, "I just can't believe it." Oh, what an angle on the counter from the wide backhand. Now this is that lunging, leaping footwork that I'm talking about. I feel like there's more strength from Lily Zhang right now on the move to the wide backhand. Just closes the racket, guides it back the other way. And the float serve pushed back long. So a 2-point lead for USA's Lily Zhang. The power from behind the table. I mean, when you look at these two, there's no question who should win in a fist fight. From a power standpoint, Polcanova is big, she's strong, but to get into that counter and win from behind the table, well, a gift for Lily Zhang out here. If you're a table tennis fan, you must be surprised to see the United States flag on the screen this deep in any tournament. I've been watching for a long time, many US players. This is quite a moment here. And a strong start still for Lily. But Polcanova back within 3. Second towel break, a 4-point lead for Lily Zhang. Now the winner here will have to play the winner of Zheng Yijing and Liu Shiwen. While Lily Zhang did have a training camp, or at least the US did have a training camp anyway, with the Chinese national team in Los Angeles. Second gift. Polcanova a bit generous right now. I'm sure Lily Zhang appreciates it. It's not intended. Excellent shot down the line. POLCANOVA with the parallel shot for the winner. Doesn't miss by a lot. Lily ZHANG, again, on the run in the chasing game, has been quite effective so far today. There's the power that I was talking about earlier. A bit more time. Lily covering the middle with the forehand well in the beginning. But finally, a ball sits up just a little bit too high. And a little closer to the net, too. But she doesn't play afraid. She doesn't play passively. She jumps and tries to counter. Still POLCANOVA focused. Tape on the shin as well. I wonder if that goes down to the tendon under the foot for Lily. And the serve drifting a little bit long. POLCANOVA quick to pick up on the opportunity. 2 big points there against serve. What was it, 9-4 for Lily ZHANG before, now just 2 away. Quite a comeback so far. Not over yet, but you can see the support from the Austrian corner. Lily getting low to cover the middle with the forehand, but the extra spin on that last ball and the speed as well. And of course, placement. Perfect shot from POLCANOVA, survives everything, covering the middle. 5 in a row for POLCANOVA. Lily trying to find the middle here. And it looks like she does, but POLCANOVA just brings the elbow in and with a short stroke, barely has to turn. That is not typical of a player with the wingspan Sofia POLCANOVA has. 9 points apiece coming out of the third towel break. And the backhand sets up game point. Lily ZHANG, after a big lead, sits on a 1-point lead now with a game point on her side. What a backhand! The parallel forehand comes right back cross court, and Lily ZHANG's there for the wide angle to shut out game 1. Quite a thrilling game 1, nerve-wracking for the Lily ZHANG fans out there, but she ends up on top. The underdog up 1-0 right now, and the top world-ranked European, Sofia POLCANOVA, down 0-1. We'll see what happens. A long way to go. It's a best of 7, but the fight will continue. Game 2 coming up right after this. Players back for game 2. USA's Lily ZHANG leading 1-0 over Austria's Sofia POLCANOVA. And a turn from the middle for the forehand. Lily taking the first point on her serve. And a strong flick from POLCANOVA, but it comes right back down the line. Lily ZHANG converting both of her points. Converting both of her serves, rather. Not a point dropped yet in game number 2. Remember, had a dominant start in game 1, but the experience and the level of POLCANOVA came back to 9-9 in the first. Edge of the racket here on the scoreboard, Sofia POLCANOVA. It's interesting, in different parts of the world, there are different cultures set up about being a professional. Lily Zhang on the fence about pursuing her career in table tennis. Took a year off to train for the Olympics while at Berkeley, UC Berkeley. Came out, did quite well. And then after graduating, it's tough when you haven't seen it before. None other of your friends have really created a career for themselves in table tennis. So an exchange of points after the break for Lily. But yes, once you haven't seen someone make a living as a professional table tennis player in the United States, I mean, it's almost unheard of. But Lily Zhang moves to Germany. And right now is a professional table tennis player. Her ability, there's no question about it, even while she was a college student, was beating professionals. And the reverse pendulum, heavy rotation. Polcanova within one. And another reverse pendulum. Better receive here, but the follow-up attack strong. Setting up that third ball. Polcanova ties it up. Ooh. No re-gifting. Short side edge here. She had two in her win over Miu Hirano. Goes for the long serve. That is how a long serve starts. Not exactly that way, obviously, but hitting near the baseline of the table so that it comes down near the baseline as well. Ooh, two in a row. Well, they're dead even. That's the generosity has been re-gifted. Not a pleasant moment right now for Lily Zhang, but dead even on serve giveaways. Inside out forehand on the receive. Ball doesn't come long by much. Nice turn from the middle here. Much better way to handle that reverse pendulum serve. But at the second towel break, Polcanova remains in front by two. So a 3-point lead for the favorite, again by world rankings. 3 times world ranked, number 16 plus 1 equals Lily Zhang's world ranking. Outstanding exchange again. You know, Sofia Polcanova, while she's got that wide wingspan, is used to playing with the fastest women of the game. She's used to competing against the top players from Asia. Lily Zhang actually, again, playing the quick game as well. Doesn't have quite the exposure to the top Asian players, those from Japan and those from China that say, well, players late in the tournament do have on the world tour. Good opportunity here for Lily Zhang with the long push. But Sofia up by 2 on the receive. Net for net. Good flick on the receive. But the apology, very quick to acknowledge there from the player who won the point off the net, Lily Zhang. The opening forehand sets up 2 game points for Sofia Polcanova. Third towel break, not irrecoverable. But a very important one here. Again, considering the performance earlier today from Lily Zhang, Sofia Polcanova could really use this game. Forehand clips the net. Now, tough game two for Lily Zhang with the 2 service errors, but game one, same thing happened for Polcanova, and it was a 2-point differential. So it's tied up at 1 game apiece. The plot thickens, and we'll see who takes the lead. Austria's top European or Lily Zhang from USA. Game 3 coming up right after this.
在下一个时间，我们将会去到赛场当中，为您送上精美的礼物和福利。当然，前提依旧是要关注到我们的微信公众号“赛事进行时”。在现场呢，我们将会和所有的观众一起互动，参与现场抽奖、手速比拼、留言上墙等趣味小游戏，还有更多精美礼品等着各位。在今天比赛结束之后呢，还会有全场抽奖活动，只要是参与到我们活动当中，就可以参与到抽奖。 我们的大奖将获得由10参加团提供到的抱枕，7笔签名的抱枕一个，希望大家能够踊跃参与。下一个时间，我们将会去到赛场当中，和你一起摇一摇，摇出精彩，摇出大礼。当然，我们还要提醒一下大家，希望大家关闭闪光灯，给我们的运动员营造一个良好的运动氛围。
Players back for game number 3. Sofia Polcanova with the momentum and the serve on her side. Tied up 1 game apiece. Short side of the table. Lily gets way low for this one. A little bit of a risk here, but it pays off. Did she just catch it with her fingernails? I've seen her spin the ball on her fingernails. A lot of the top pros do that to show control. Something that takes a lot of practice. Corner to corner, beats her in the wingspan test. Sofia Polcanova, same height as me, about 6 feet, 182. Right in that range. Two recoveries off the top of the net in the parallel forehand. Lily Zhang starting strong. Polcanova knows this isn't over. Tried. Oh man, as long as I entertain myself, good times. Outstanding coverage here, a bit more clearly to the forehand, rather than going to the middle again. Lily Zhang has seen how Sofia can turn to play that forehand from the middle very quickly, but it doesn't even feel like she's turning. She just makes the short stroke. A bit off the net again this time. Lily Zhang can't recover. 3 points apiece at the first towel break. Fun fact about Lily Zhang, if you really want to know more about her story and her life growing up, there's an excellent movie called Topspin that you can find on Netflix. It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Quite well reviewed. I've seen it many times and I never get tired of it. If you weren't a fan of Lily Zhang before, you will be after. As quick as can be, outstanding play again from Polcanova. On top of the bounce and the speed game. Again, for her build and her height, you wouldn't expect it, but she's quite quick, doesn't have a lot of holes in the game. Float serve comes back long. So it's been a roller coaster of a game 3 so far. 3-1 lead for Lily Zhang to start, then chases back from down 3-4 to tie it up. It's a completely different puzzle. If you think about, from Lily Zhang's standpoint, she gets through world number 9, who's probably somewhere around 5'3", and then has to play someone with completely different skill sets. On the run, just long. Lily tested on the wide forehand, well played. Polcanova able to drive Lily behind the table here. And in the timing, much like Timo Boll, taking the ball very early, playing some risky shots, but comfortably. Again, both players playing some high-risk shots, a lot of nets back and forth. It is getting hot in here, Jeffrey. We feel you. Jeffrey ZHANG in the corner. Coach for Lily ZHANG this match. Good length and service, I'd say. Variation on the rotation. Lily ZHANG can hit a very spinny serve, but also knows the value of taking spin off the serve. This is something professional players learn at a pretty young age. Playing against Miwa Harimoto of Japan at 11 years old. I can tell you, I think it was the second serve of our match. Had no spin on it. And I thought, man, these 11-year-old professionals are clever. Tight serve as well to bring it back to within 2. The push comes long. Lily ZHANG strong in the backhand from the middle of the table. It's missing the contact. Good fast long push there. That's the way to do it from POLCANOVA. The back edge of the table, 2-point lead as Lily ZHANG gets 2 points away from winning game number 3. 2 points in the lead, so 2 points away from her opponent and 2 points away from winning the game. Middle of the table for Lily ZHANG. After that opening backhand, I thought she was in trouble. Sophia with the strong opening, but it is 3 game points for USA's Lily ZHANG. Clever play here, sets up Lily to come in for the backhand over the forehand side, and as soon as she takes that bait, goes deep to the backhand corner. It's a footwork test. We've seen plenty of those on both sides. By the way, I told you if you want to learn more about Lily, if you want to learn more about Sofia Polcanova, you can check out her Ask a Pro Anything on ITTF's YouTube channel. Just type in Sofia Polcanova, Ask or Ask a Pro Anything, and you will find it. 2 game points left. Heavy spin on the step around, and Lily ZHANG, 11-8, goes up 2-1 over the top world-ranked European. Sofia Polcanova will be back for game number 4, coming up right after this.
3、2、1，大家赶紧摇起来！够，只有15秒的时间。还没有看到有选手冲出我们的，哎，选手呢？看到没有选手吗？我们的5、4、3、2、1，好，最后的结果我们在下一个时间来帮大家揭晓。提醒一下，由于上墙，包括这样都可以看到我们的。 赛后抽奖当中，大奖呢将会获得由评委给出一些名的爆点一个，希望大家能够抓住机会。我们接下来还有更多精彩的比赛，希望你们能够继续为他们加油喝彩。
Players back for game number 4 in a fight for a spot in the semifinals. Lily ZHANG leading 2-1 over Sofia Polcanova. Oh, extended rally and a saved net from Polcanova. Standing ovation from the corner. 17 shots. No question that was worth a standing ovation from the corner. The type of support that you need to know you have from the coach after a rally like that. I'm wondering how many shots that lobbing rally was with Miyu Hirano earlier. Top edge of the racket as Lily ZHANG turns, trying to cover the middle. You'd think it'd be a lot easier to get Polcanova behind the table, but she holds her ground very well. She's efficient with the strokes, and you'd think she'd be able to survive from behind the table, but she's built a game right at the baseline. Effectively here, not a point dropped yet in game number 4. Oh, the counterattack just long. Crowd loving it here. Trying to lob down. I mean, the confidence it takes to do that, and the lobs were nearly perfect. Right at the baseline, testing a 6-foot opponent. Again, 182 centimeters, and not easy. Polcanova with a bit of side spin on that last one. Tough one to counter back, but very focused play from the Austrian. Lily handling the heavy topspin coming in for her first point. It's funny, I've had the pleasure of lobbing to Lily a lot over the years. She does quite well against that. But again, seeing her lob, quite impressive. And Bernie style, a tomahawk chop block from just behind the table goes long. Now, table tennis competitors often know that feeling when nothing's working out just right and you start to try and mix in different side spin shots. Some players are more effective at it than others, or effective with it. Adriana Diaz, Miyu Kato, Ima Ito, Hina Hayata for that matter. But right now, Sofia Polcanova racing way ahead in game number 4, up 5 points. But a crisp opening, Lily Zhang with heavy spin as the ball comes long to the forehand. Can't ask for a much better receive than this. Polcanova catching it at the height, right at the peak. Look one more time from down low. Ball not that high at all, just enough topspin to secure the ball. Comes down at the baseline of the table in the corner. It's almost an Italian reaction there, love it. Hey, a perfect receive. 2. Little touch game here, not much after that. Inside the table. I mean, this is tough to play against. Polcanova really turning it up in the short game right now. And the service game as well, a 7-point lead. In doubles last week, we saw the German, the Deutschland duo. The men come back from down 2-10. Little break off the net. Lily Zhang gets her 3rd point to go into the second towel break here. And a drill driving it deep to the backhand. Lily Zhang making that opening attack count. Now the opposite score was the case earlier, and Sofia Polcanova came back with 5 points. But the ripping backhand goes long. 6 game points for Sofia Polcanova to tie it up. Too strong with the opening backhand. Well played to set up the 3rd ball. An 11-4 domination from Sofia Polcanova in game number 4, but it's been a back and forth battle and they're dead even in games. 2 games apiece. We'll be back for game number 5 to see who takes the lead right after this. Players back for game number 5. Sofia Polcanova with the momentum at the top of the screen and the serve on her side as well. Lily Zhang, United States, on the receive. The first point with the spinny backhand. Killer forehand flick. Now, in general, it's always exciting watching the underdog put up a good fight. Lily Zhang has been the underdog since day one as the wild card here, and one of the bottom seeds out of the 20 women that qualified to be here. A quality long push, Polcanova finding baseline, sneaking it past Zhang. The counter inside out goes just long, just wide. Secrets in the background. Just being respectful, standing to the court. Notice that on that reverse pendulum serve, Polcanova has shortened it up ever since Lily Zhang made that inside out winning receive with her forehand. It appears to be over the table exclusively now. Been a lot of fortune back and forth so far this match. Lily Zhang might be in the lead by a little bit in that department, but pretty decent split. Just goes to show you how much timing matters, because she had a clear space there for that shot and time, but it was slowed down a bit. The rhythm was broken.
Ball break.
Heavy spin on the pendulum as well. Side and top spin in near the body. 2-point lead for USA's Lily Zhang.
Ball 5.
Again, the exchange. Polcanova had a little bit in the bank. A little out of character, but good spin coming in. Polcanova will make that shot, I'd say, somewhere between 4 out of 5 and 9 out of 10 times. Polcanova's done a good job from the backhand corner of finding the middle after sending Lily wide. Nope, didn't fix it. Still there, still on the back. Didn't seem to bother her too much, though. Soft shot leaves it out in front. These are the rallies that make it so tough. Polcanova really making it difficult from behind the table, wide on the forehand. A few shots in this rally looked like they should give one player a strong advantage, Lily Zhang. Polcanova really making her work for the points. It's a 2-point lead. The second towel break for Lily Zhang. Oh, edge of the table here. Somewhere around even now. But this match has definitely had more luck between the two of them than usual. 1-point differential now. Improvised shot. Caught hesitating for a moment. An unusual serve comes long, and Lily Zhang changes her mind, plays a soft, spinny shot right at the line. Not bad considering the conditions and the position she was in when she played that shot. 7 points apiece, dead even here in the 5th. Crunch time. Lily Zhang looking for her opportunity to get in with the fast attack. Timeout here, down 1 point. Interesting. We shall see. See how this timeout affects. Look like the float serve. Empty, very little spin, but it comes long. It's always nice to see a backwards hat in the VIP section. Represent, keeping it real. I like it. So again, 2-2, crucial times here. Lily Zhang's float serve has been quite tricky when it's near the back of the table, very close. Her pendulum serve has been effective. She's got a second serve here. Now Lily Zhang, born in Northern California, I believe Palo Alto, knows Mandarin because of her parents. Jeffrey Zhang, while his English is quite solid, having been in the US for a while, when it comes to specifics, a bit more comfortable that way. That's why you heard the Mandarin out here.
Time.
So back and ready from the timeout. It's been a nail biter every time. Lily Zhang came back from 2-3 earlier today against Miu Hirano.
7.
But looking to turn around the score coming into game 6 for this match here. Ball left there from before. Nice shot to the corner from Sophia. Looking back, almost as if to say, did anybody else notice that? 7 serving 8. And right out of the timeout, a devastating receive. Sofia Polcanova earns herself a 2-point lead and 2 points away from a 3-2 lead in games. Fast with the backhand, a bit off the net as well. Again, between the two of them, they've had a lot. It is 3 game points for Austria's Sofia Polcanova. Top of the net right back. I don't know how many fans out there are keeping track of this, but it would be a fun thing to go back, count. Drive to the deep corner. Again, sometimes it's that back against the ropes feeling. Quick to talk to the coach, it's okay, relax, you got this. David Sarkisian, again, a lot of experience as the women's national team coach for Russia, now with Austria. On the run, the counter does not come down. They both had their exchanges. Almost every point for the last 4 involved the net. But 11-8, it's Sofia Polcanova who has the 3-2 lead. Strong rally quality. We'll see what happens. Will it end in 6, or will Lily Zhang take this to the decider? Game number 6 coming up right after this. Players back for game number 6. USA's Lily Zhang down 2-3 like she was earlier today, but a different opponent with a different set of skills. Sofia Polcanova 1 game away from victory on the receive. Got a tight pendulum serve. A little bit on the longer side of half long. Just tight enough to cause some pressure and some trouble. Heavy spin coming in. Lily Zhang rehearsing closing the racket, staying on top of the bounce. For me, the tactic is right, the idea is right, but it's a lot of spin coming in. Good direct look over there, Coach Dave. What can you do against that? Outstanding play. Looked like it was a push rally. It sure was for a moment. POLCANOVA just punches the ball mercilessly, and it is gone. Backhand of Lily Zhang, arguably her strongest point. Gets a little bit ambitious. I think that's going to be what it takes. Again, when you're the underdog, you have to play above your level at a higher percentage than you're used to. Heavy spin coming in, and it comes back strong. Driven to the corner, a focused POLCANOVA takes the lead 4 points to 2. See almost no rotation on the serve from Zhang. Fired up, Coach Sarkisian. Lily getting into the firepower shots quickly, starting the fast rally. Good touch here, leaves it not too long. It's been tough. POLCANOVA with that reverse pendulum serve keeps the ball inside the table so well. You can see the second bounce just behind the net. Nearly forcing Lily to push the ball back. She can decide the depth and the rotation. So back up by 1, the underdog, Lily Zhang. Right down the line for a winner. Again, the wingspan, I was shocked that the ball even had a racket on it, but it's one of many gifts that POLCANOVA has, wingspan. From the other camera angle, it looked like the ball maybe could come back for a moment. Quite a free, clear forehand, and POLCANOVA within 1 point once again. That's the one. I'm with you, scoreboard. It's funny, the first 2 games, they each had a pair of gifts on serve. Wet ball. That's very interesting. So I think Lily's going to show the umpire, the assistant umpire, that's what you would do in this moment. The ball went straight down. So normally they would replay that, and here's why. It's the server's responsibility to make sure the ball is dry. Sofia POLCANOVA checking immediately. Well, that's very interesting. It doesn't have to leave a wet mark on the racket of the server for the ball to be wet, though. Ooh, this gets really interesting. I think POLCANOVA just said, no worries, we'll replay it, because it was clear that it was a wet ball when it hit her racket. The ball went straight down. If I'm in Lily's spot, no question, especially with POLCANOVA saying, okay, we could replay it. Oh, that's so tough. Professionals saying, okay, that's the call. 6 points apiece, dead even. Fascinating discussion for later. Quick rally to respond, and the ball goes straight down on POLCANOVA's side. Didn't appear to be any look at the equipment, though, just missing the contact, possibly. Good cover of the middle with the forehand. And a bit of side spin to finish. Inside out, 2 big points. Mentally, after a conversation like that, it could be very easy to be distracted. I've seen it happen to the best in the world. Some of the best in the world, that is. 6 serving 8. And very focused. It is a 9-6 lead for Lily Zhang. 6 serving 9. POLCANOVA does not want game number 7. Last time Lily played a game 7, she won 11-5 and did the same in game number 6. taking a lot of work. Again, back against the ropes, Lily Zhang has shown an extra level of focus, even from the start of that point. A flick on the serve, knows she can't get passive or allow an easy opening for Polcanova. Polcanova, well prepared, stays on the attack to get within 2. Good coverage on the wide forehand. Not easy to deal with, but Polcanova slightly behind the table. That's the big shot. Quick reaction. Would have been easy to play passively, but Sofia counters back, keeps the spin on. The apologies again. A lot of fortune back and forth between the two. Still a 1-point lead for Lily Zhang. And the empty serve comes back long, pushed long. It is 2 game points for USA's Lily Zhang to take this to a deciding 7th. It's already been quite a noteworthy performance for world number 49, world number 16 with the serve. Lily Zhang wins game number 6, 11-8. We are going to the decider. Fans around the world, snacks, drinks, friends. You know what to do. The decider coming up. Game 7 right after this. I know you didn't go anywhere, but welcome back to the decider. Game number 7, women's singles quarterfinals. Top European Sofia Polcanova takes the first point against USA's Lily Zhang, a North American qualifier. On the wild card nonetheless. 1-1 serve split. Now again, that's a point that normally Sofia Polcanova is in good position to win. At least make that last shot. Quick backhand on the parallel, outstanding play from Polcanova. As you saw the statistics, Lily Zhang serving exclusively to the middle in the last game. You would imagine based on the results, she'll keep that up. That receive is so strong. Float serve, middle of the table. To step in again as a big player over the short forehand side. We see a lot of forehand flicks from the tall players, but a backhand over the forehand side a little bit riskier. Times like this, it'd be nice to have a timeout. Polcanova still has that timeout if she needs it. Lily Zhang used hers effectively to get here. 4-1, the Austrian leads. Quick parallel backhand, and Lily Zhang at the first towel break within 2. If you're watching this from the Austrian point of view, close enough to have to worry. If you're watching this from the United States, we're rooting for Lily Zhang. Close enough to still have hope early in game 7. Strawberry. First time I've seen it this match that I can recall anyway. A bit of side spin to mix it up. And it's the 5th point for Polcanova. So there we go, switching sides in game 7. Just one more thing for Lily Zhang to have to worry about. Waiting well in position for that ball to come out of machine. Soft block changes the rhythm. Edge of the racket for Polcanova. Still 2 points between them. The way Lily Zhang played at the end of game 6, getting quite aggressive, flicking the receives. I think she's going to need to start that here. It could. Nope, goes wide. The distance was right. It was a shot not too different from that had Kasumi Ishikawa lying down on the table trying to reach the ball. 2015 Women's World Cup. Wow, what a chop from here. A net recovery. Lily Zhang showing her versatility out here. I mentioned before that some of the top players, that's a full-on chop. Again, this is a specialty skill. That's not something we see people floated back from time to time, but a full motion backhand cutting chop to save the point. And heavy spin, it's a 1-point game now. Timeout, I would take it. Indeed. So the conversation with quite experienced women's coach, David Sarkisian. Again, the Russian women, strong team. I'd say they fly a bit under the radar, but a lot of players, their lineup runs deep as far as women between 50 and 200 in the world, which is not easy to accomplish. If I remember correctly, Sofia Polcanova, originally from Moldova. Part of the reason you're not hearing German in the corner. So the reverse pendulum serve had been effective. She's been using it short for some time. Lily Zhang doing a good job of changing up the pace though. Sometimes soft blocks, top spin shots, with a little less pace, a little more shallow, and then exploding when she can. Trying not to get too passive for too long in the rally as Polcanova has, again, early timing. Despite her physique, despite her height, very early timing. So still a 1-point lead for the Austrian. 5 serving 6.
Next. Foul 6.
Shaking out a little nerve here maybe on the let service. And the arcing spin shot, slow and spinny, right back in from down 2-5. 4 of the next 5 points, 80% of the last handful. To get a slightly more passive play out of the backhand of Polcanova. Coach Sarkisian saying, punch down on that, come through, don't play soft. Forehand flick as well, and the aggression that I was talking about from the second half of game 6 is coming out now. Lily Zhang up by 1. Again, the headline story since the match earlier today against the Hurricane, Lily Zhang. But a big point here, Polcanova ties it up. Watch one more time. Heavy push comes in and a very spinny ball. Closed to play safe. Yes, that's it. There it is. Again, the Italian hand gestures for a moment. This was a big opportunity. Lily Zhang beats her to the backhand corner, earns the ball a little bit higher. Again, the wingspan is not going to be easy to get it past on the forehand. She took the right shot. Look one more time, side and top spin. And while Polcanova is still coming down, a very limited opportunity there. I'd say a closing window. 1 point in the lead, Polcanova. Back edge of the table, a faint back edge of the table. The plot continues to thicken. The unpredictability factor in this match is so high. The faintest of edges, enough for everybody to hear though. 8 points apiece. Bottle challenge serve and the big forehand. Lily Zhang up by 1. Again, for a nation like the United States to be this deep in the tournament could cause mass hysteria throughout the country. Heavy topspin, and it is 2 game and match points. Lily Zhang at the 3rd towel break is 1 point away from making it to the semifinals at the Women's World Cup. Again, to get through Miu Hirano was breathtaking. Headline stealing match, and the serves are on her side. Pendulum serves to the middle have been effective. Let's see what she brings out here. Still a chance, though, for the top European player. Spinny backhand does it! Spinny backhand, and Lily Zhang once again from down 2-3 pulls off an incredible match, knocking out the top world-ranked European. World rank number 9 earlier today, world rank number 16. How can you possibly speak in a moment like this? Lily Zhang, after nearly a 1-hour match, has earned more than respect from everybody watching this. If you were rooting for Lily Zhang from the start of this match, you must be out of your seat right now. This is history-making performance. The 23-year-old United States player Lily Zhang has taken down some big names along the way, but a very respectable opponent here. There were times in this match where it looked like, what can you possibly do? Sofia Polcanova is just too strong, too fast. But in the end, 11-8 and 11-8, we will see Lily Zhang in the semifinals. Look at the service placement here. After being 100% after the last game, into the middle, goes 2/3 out to the forehand to lengthen up the serve, make it slightly longer, get a bit more of a predictable third ball, something she can open up on. And what a finish from the 5-time US national champion, Lily Zhang. Again, I expect her to be speechless, but stick around to see what she has to say. Always a good interview with the history-creating Lily Zhang. Stay right here.
Congratulations to Lily Zhang. 让我们再次用掌声来祝贺张安。We know that was really a fierce and intensive competition for you just now. And would you like to share with us what is the most difficult moment for you? 我想采访一下您，就是当时您在比赛的过程当中，您觉得最艰难的一个时刻是什么？跟大家分享一下。
我觉得就是中间的时候，就是我2-1领先，然后有点没集中的想别的东西了，然后就2-3落后嘛，所以就那时候我想还是要多给自己一点信心，然后可以赢。
When I fell behind my opponent, I lost my concentration, I lost my mind, but at that moment, I told myself to have more confidence, and finally I win a game. And do you have any plans for the following competitions? 您接下来的比赛有什么样的打算和准备呢？
我还没想到那么远呢，因为我真的没想到我今天能打到这么好，打到4进2，所以我肯定回去想一想，然后看跟谁打，然后analyze。对。
I have no idea what to do and what kind of preparation I will make, but I will do it and win this game. Congratulations! 再次恭喜您。
What a baller. Pulls out the Mandarin out here, does the best he can, and does quite a good job in this moment. In case the playing wasn't enough, to thank the crowd in the local language, Mandarin out here, at least for a majority of the Chinese fans, to appreciate Lily Zhang with her back against the ropes, believes there is a chance. Ta ke ying, she could win. So congratulations, Lily Zhang. Tough loss for Sofia Polcanova, but she has a bright future ahead. And Lily Zhang we will see in the semifinals. Enjoy the highlights and stay right here. Another match to follow, only 2 left